Have you ever sat at a red light, staring at the one open parking spot you desperately need, only to watch someone snatch it right in front of you, and then just walk away like it's their throne? That was me, running late, battery low, watching this smug Tesla driver strut into his yoga studio without even plugging in. And in that moment, I realized, this guy wasn't just blocking my car from charging. He was blocking every ounce of patience I had left. But what he didn't know was that I was about to ruin his little Zen session in the most satisfying way possible. Pause here, then build curiosity. And trust me, he never parked the same way again. If you've ever had someone steal your spot, cut in line, or act like the rules don't apply to them, then you're going to love this story. Stick around because by the end, you'll see exactly how I turned a spoiled Tesla driver's yoga retreat into his worst nightmare. And hey, if you enjoy stories where karma finally shows up with perfect timing, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into this deliciously petty revenge. Paint the scene. I live in a mid-sized city where EV charging stations are like gold. I don't have a garage or a way to install a charger at my apartment. My car's a hybrid, so I rely on these public stations. When the city first rolled them out, the rules were simple: electric vehicles only. Which sounds fine, right? Except the sign left a giant loophole wide open. Build frustration. If a gas car blocked it, cops could tow them instantly. But electric cars, even if they weren't charging, they were untouchable. And of course, the worst offenders were always the same shiny Teslas. Their drivers thought the charging spots were personal VIP parking. No cable, no charging, just free prime real estate, courtesy of their ego. Emotional psychology. Described the feeling of arriving low on charge only to see Teslas sitting idle. My chest would tighten, palms sweaty on the steering wheel. I'd sit there thinking, do they even realize how selfish this is? It wasn't just about me, it was about everyone depending on those chargers. And yet, they walked away like kings. Escalation. The antagonist's wrongdoing. Focus on the yoga driver. One morning, I saw it happen in real time. I'm at a red light, app shows one charger free. My heart actually lifted. Finally, some luck. And then he swoops in. Black Tesla. Sleek. Shiny. License plate like a badge of arrogance. He parks, doesn't even glance at the charging cable. Just slams his door, tosses his keys in his gym bag, and strolls into the yoga studio like he owns the place. No hesitation. No shame. Describe the internal dialogue. Of course, it's a Tesla driver. And of course he's too busy finding his inner peace to think about the rest of us stuck outside with dead batteries. Breaking point, the plan forms. Moment of clarity. Normally, I just fume in silence. Maybe circle the block. But that morning something snapped. I wasn't just going to sit there powerless. No, I was going to return the favor. If he wanted to act entitled, then I'd make sure the whole yoga class knew exactly who he was. Plan explained. I waited 20 minutes, watching the clock tick, picturing him stretching on his mat, breathing deep, chasing enlightenment. And then, I picked up my phone and called the yoga studio. Revenge execution. Dialogue dramatization. Hi, this might sound urgent, but there's a black Tesla parked outside. License plate X. A tow truck is about to hitch it up for blocking a charging spot. You should really let the owner know immediately. The woman on the phone gasped like I just saved someone's life. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'll let them know right away. The moment. 5 minutes later, I see him bolt out of the studio. No calm, no zen, no namaste, just pure panic. He rounds the corner, eyes wide, scanning for his car. And there it is, sitting perfectly fine where he left it. No tow truck. Just me, watching from my car with the biggest grin. The look on his face? Priceless. His chest was heaving, sweat dripping, not from yoga, but from sprinting out mid-class. And I knew exactly what had happened inside. The instructor calling out his car, the whole class turning to stare, the embarrassment searing through him as he tried to act calm while shoving on his shoes. I didn't just interrupt his yoga session. I made sure everyone knew he was that guy. The The selfish driver whose license plate got read out loud in the middle of Downward Dog. Emotional release. I sat there, battery still low, but my soul fully charged. Reflection. Sometimes revenge doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes the most satisfying justice is petty. Just enough to knock someone off their high horse. And the best part? The city eventually caught on. They updated every single sign to read, "Electric vehicles only while charging." Meaning now, if Mr. Tesla parks without plugging in, I can call the cops and watch him get ticketed. So yeah, he may have thought yoga gave him peace of mind. But every time he parks at a charger, I hope he feels that twinge of paranoia, wondering if someone's about to ruin his day all over again. If this story gave you that little spark of satisfaction, smash that like button. It helps more people find these revenge tales. And tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest but most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? I'll be reading through and maybe even featuring the best ones in a future video. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories where karma finally clocks in. Until next time, stay petty, stay clever, and remember, sometimes the smallest act of revenge hits the hardest.